How to create Google Veo 3 cartoon videos. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Are you looking to create beautiful cartoon videos like this? Or maybe even anime-style animations like this? Well, you're in the right place, because in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Google Veo 3, the latest AI video tool from Google DeepMind, to bring your cartoon ideas to life with just a few simple steps. Whether you're a content creator, an aspiring animator, or just someone who wants to experiment with AI and storytelling, Veo 3 gives you the power to generate stunning animated scenes using nothing more than a well-written prompt. And the best part? You don't need any fancy equipment or software to get started. All you need is a Google account. So if you're ready to turn your ideas into animated magic, let's jump right in and start building your very first cartoon video with Google Flow Veo 3. So, to begin your creative journey with Google Flow Veo 3, the first step is to visit the official website. Simply head over to deepmind.google.com. Once you're there, look for the option that says Try Flow and click on it. This will take you directly to Google's Flow video generation tool. Next, you'll see a button labeled Create with Flow. Click on that, and it will prompt you to sign in using your Google account. You'll need to authorize access and go through a quick setup process. Once you're signed in, you'll land on your Flow dashboard. This is your main creative workspace, where you can manage all your projects, generate new videos, and explore the capabilities of the platform. Now, an important note: while Google Flow offers a 30-day free trial, you'll still be required to add payment information during the sign-up process. After the trial period ends, you'll be automatically moved to a paid plan if you don't cancel. As of now, the AI Pro plan is priced at around $20 per month, giving you access to enhanced features, faster generation times, and more video credits. Before jumping into creating your own animated content, I highly recommend checking out Flow TV. This is a curated gallery of videos made by other users from around the world. It's an excellent source of inspiration and a great way to understand what kinds of prompts work best. To access Flow TV, simply click on the All Channels section. Here you can browse through various themed channels, each one showcasing videos based on different styles, moods, and genres. For example, if you're curious about edgy and experimental styles, you can explore a channel like The Degenerates, which focuses on bold, abstract animations. You'll be able to see all the videos created in this style and even view the exact prompts used to generate them. Once you've explored enough and have a good idea of the kind of cartoon or animation you want to create, head back to your dashboard and click on the New Project button to start building your own video. When you begin a new project, you'll be presented with two creative options at the bottom of the screen: text to video. This allows you to type out a prompt that the AI will use to generate a completely new video. Frames to video. This lets you upload or use pre-made frames and animate them into a video sequence. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to go with the text to video option, which is perfect for beginners and gives you maximum creative freedom. Once you've selected text to video, you'll notice a settings panel on the right-hand side. This is where you can choose which AI model to use for rendering your video. You have two choices: Veo 2, which is slightly faster and lighter; Veo 3, the latest and most advanced model, which not only delivers higher quality visuals, but also includes synchronized audio generation, such as ambient sounds, dialogue, or sound effects based on your scene. So for this project, I'm selecting the Veo 3 model because I want the final video to include both stunning visuals and immersive audio. From here, you're ready to start entering your first prompt and begin generating your custom cartoon. In the next steps, we'll dive into how to write an effective prompt, adjust scene settings, and generate your very first animation with Veo 3. Stay with me. One of the key differences you'll notice right away between the Veo 2 and Veo 3 models is the presence of audio. Veo 2 focuses on faster, more lightweight video generation, but it does not include audio by default. So, if your goal is to create animated cartoons with sound effects or dialogue, then Veo 3 is definitely the model you'll want to use. Once you've selected Veo 3, the very first step in your creative process should be to define your subject clearly. In this case, let's build a simple fantasy scene for our cartoon. Let's say the main character is a fairy. I'll describe her like this. She's wearing a pink fantasy-style dress, holding a red and pink wand. She has shimmering wings and long flowing hair. The setting is outside a grand castle with a magical atmosphere. That's a good start, but for even better results, it's important to also define the animation style you're aiming for. Flow supports multiple styles, and one that I personally enjoy is the Winx cartoon animation style, known for its vibrant colors and fairy-like character designs. So let's add that in. I want this scene to be rendered in a cartoon Winx animation style. With that, I've now fully outlined the character's appearance, the environment she's in, and the stylistic tone I'm aiming for. If your character is going to interact with the environment, such as walking through doors, picking up objects, or talking to someone, you should include that in the prompt as well. But for this example, I'm going to keep it very simple and just let the scene establish the setting and character visually. After entering the prompt and selecting the VO3 model, I'll go ahead and generate the video. Once the rendering is complete, I can preview the animation. The result is surprisingly detailed. The fairy walks confidently in front of the magical castle, and everything has that whimsical, dreamy cartoon aesthetic that matches the Winx style I mentioned. Even more exciting, the video includes subtle background audio, such as soft music and atmospheric sound effects, which adds a lot of life to the scene. Now, if you want your characters to speak actual dialogue, you'll need to include that dialogue within your prompt. VO3 may sometimes auto-generate generic audio or ambient sounds, but if you want specific lines of speech, it's best to define exactly what the character is supposed to say. For example, you could write something like, the fairy waves her wand and says, "Welcome to the magical kingdom of Eloria." Personally, I like to keep the first scene of my cartoon simple and audio light, then gradually introduce dialogue and complexity in later scenes. This helps keep the animation focused and lets me build the story progressively. Now that my opening scene is complete, I'm ready to expand on it. To do this, I'll click on the Add to Scene button at the top of the screen. This will bring up the project's scene structure. From here, you can either click the plus icon to create an entirely new scene, or click on Extend to build on what you've already created. Personally, I love using the Extend feature. It lets me carry the story forward smoothly without changing the overall style or breaking continuity. For the next part, I'll write a prompt like this. The fairy walks into a room inside the castle. Other fairies are gathered around a glowing crystal table, talking and laughing. This sets the stage for the next moment in our animated short film. Once again, I'll select VO3 to ensure audio support, enter the prompt, and generate the new scene. And that's how you build a cartoon step by step using Google Flow VO3, defining your characters, setting the tone, choosing your animation style, and linking scenes together to build a full narrative. In the next section, I'll show you how to manage scene transitions and how to use the Jump to Scene feature to rearrange or revisit moments in your story. Stay tuned, we're just getting started. In this next part of our animation, the fairies begin discussing their upcoming potion-making class. To continue the scene, I've written a new prompt that reflects this progression. Before generating the scene, I made sure to manually switch the model from the default to VO3, since I want to keep both the visual quality and the audio capabilities consistent throughout the animation. Now, I'll be honest, the prompt I entered here introduces a slightly different context compared to the previous scene. It's not a perfectly seamless continuation, but that's okay. If you want to create a fully cohesive narrative, you'll want to pay attention to the continuity of your scenes and build them with a clear and structured flow. Thankfully, Google Flow gives you tools to do just that. Using the Scene Builder, you can structure your animation like chapters in a story. Each segment can be built upon the previous one using the Extend feature. So instead of creating entirely separate cuts that may feel disjointed or fragmented, you can build a smoother, more cinematic experience. For example, let's say your main character walks into a coffee shop. Instead of generating one scene of them entering and another scene of them sitting, you could extend the same scene with, she walks to the counter, orders a drink, and then sits near the window with a book. This technique helps your final animation feel more professional, fluid, and natural, just like real cartoons or animated films. Now let's take a look at how Flow has extended the scene based on our new prompt. Here's the original scene, and now here's how it transitions into the next moment. You can see the fairy entering the room, and now the environment expands as she interacts with other fairies. And honestly, wow, if you showed me this and told me it was from an actual cartoon, I'd 100% believe it. The animation, the lighting, the smooth camera movement, and the ambient audio, it's genuinely impressive. Let me show you what the video looks like. Cut to video preview. The sound of soft conversation in the background and the magical ambiance really sells the scene. This just shows how powerful VO3 is when it comes to creating immersive, emotion-rich moments. Now from here, if you want to continue expanding your story, you can simply click the plus icon again, then choose Extend to add what happens next. You could continue with the potion-making class scene or shift into a new chapter of the story entirely. At this point, I'm going to stop the expansion, but you can keep going as far as your creativity takes you. Whether it's 5 scenes or 50, you can chain them together to create a full-length animated short, all generated through your imagination and a few well-written prompts. Here's a tip I really recommend. Take some time to study a few of your favorite cartoons. Observe how the scenes progress, how characters move, talk, and interact with their environment. Pay attention to pacing, dialogue, and transitions. Once you get a feel for it, try mimicking that structure in your prompts. By doing this, you'll not only improve the quality and flow of your animations, but you'll also learn how to tell better stories with your videos, all within the Google Flow VO3 platform. In the next section, I'll walk you through how to organize your scenes, manage your credits efficiently, and export your full cartoon in high quality. So stick around, we're just getting started. And that's how you can use VO3 from Google Flow to bring your cartoon ideas to life with just a few lines of text. One of the best things about using Google's AI tools, especially VO3, is that the pricing is both accessible and flexible. The AI Pro plan starts at just $19.99 per month. And if you're looking for more power and higher usage limits, the AI Ultra plan is available for $249 per month. With the Pro plan, you get 1,000 monthly AI credits, which is more than enough for most beginners and casual creators. On the other hand, the Ultra plan offers a whopping 12,500 monthly credits, which you can use across both Flow and Whisk, ideal for professionals or studios looking to scale their creative work. The good news? You can get started completely free. The first month of AI Pro comes at no cost, so you can explore, experiment, and create without any commitment. That's a full month of high-quality video generation with all the core features unlocked. So that wraps up today's video. I truly hope you found this tutorial helpful, especially if you're just getting started with cartoon creation or exploring the world of AI-generated animation. If you did find value in this video, please consider sharing it with someone who might benefit from it. Whether it's a friend, a fellow content creator, a classmate, a family member, or even a business partner. These tools are powerful, and the more people who know how to use them, the more creative projects we'll see come to life. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out the other videos. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.